Yeah, good afternoon all. So I just thought I'll just quickly share with you what I'll be doing for tomorrow. So this week I personally haven't taken any positions because of the strange volatility, all these things existing. I myself got confused. So I just stood away from the markets, haven't done anything for this week. Now, if you see for yourself after going for a good dip, if I'm just looking into the charts of Bank Nifty, something that we can actually observe very interesting is that after finding a support over here, it has started getting bullish. And now we have a gap that is getting to be filled, that is left to get filled in Bank Nifty. So if I'm to see 34,000, 34,000 could be the potential place where Bank Nifty can actually find the resistance, okay, because that is corresponding to the location where Bank Nifty is going to fill the gap. So I personally feel 34,000 could be the level Bank Nifty could face the next rejection, because that is where the gap was left to get filled out. Now, when it kind of comes to the downside, you guys already see for yourself what is the low. So what was the low that was formed by Bank Nifty? So in this particular case, we just realize out for ourselves it is 32,200 marks that was fine. That was actually acting as a support level for Bank Nifty. Okay, so more or less, I personally feel if markets are to kind of actually go bearish, okay, so more or less tomorrow's low could potentially act as a good point. Okay, so potentially the 32,000 levels can actually act as a good support level. Now I'll just quickly show you the option chain, how it is looking like. Let me just take the sensible option chain. And we'll just figure out for ourselves how the option chain is looking like. So market is looking bullish right now. At this moment, it is looking bullish. So let's quickly have a look at the option chain. Bearish view. P side too much decay. Yes, P side too much decay. I didn't take any trades this week. Okay. Okay. So this is the option chain of Nifty that we are looking at first. So if I'm to look into the option chain of Nifty, some aspects that I realize is we have a very good operators that is there at 16,500 levels. So which conveys, yeah, 16,500 could potentially act as a good resistance. However, something pretty interesting is that the number of people who added on selling 16,500 call option strike is very less. And on top of that, if you have a look over here, people have been actively selling put options. That means there is some sort of a bullishness in the markets, whereas people who were there in the call option sold, they are kind of coming out. Okay. So the market outlook, if you are to just look over here, what do you feel about it? So how is the market outlook at the moment? So is it bullish or bearish? So market outlook, if you ask me, from my perspective, it is looking bullish. At this moment, it is kind of actually looking bullish to me. Now, let's see for ourselves how it is looking in the case of Bank Nifty. So this is the option chain of Bank Nifty, and if I have a look out over here in the case of Bank Nifty, 34,000 has a very good open interest, 34,000 strike. So followed by that, we have 34,500 is common, every 500 multiple. Okay. Now I simply wanted to mention out something very interesting in the case of Bank Nifty is that here also On the put side, we see very huge writing taking place for the day. And on the downside, I personally feel 33,000. As per the OI data, like 33,000 looks like the support. Okay. But before that, 33,200, all these things has to be taken off. And we already mentioned out 33 to, sorry, that was 32,000. Correct. Yeah, 30. Sorry, my bad. 33,000 is the support, nearby support for Bank Nifty as per the OI data, but that is just like 800 points below. So may I just ask you, do you have the courage to sell a strike that is just 800 points below in Bank Nifty? Would you have the courage? Just try answer. Do you have the courage to sell a strike that is just 800 points below in Bank Nifty? So what do you feel? Just feel free to answer. So do you kind of actually have the courage? So what do you feel about it? Just try answering guys. Just make an attempt to answer. So do you have the courage to sell a put option over here? 33,000. Just 800 points beneath. So there could be some of you who are comfortable in doing this. Okay. But to be pretty frank, I myself am not comfortable in doing the same. Okay. And now I'll just quickly mention out and tell you guys like what I personally will be keen on doing in Bank Nifty at the moment. So once again, I'll just show you the charts of Bank Nifty and then let me just get into it. So Bank Nifty is looking bullish. As far as I'm kind of concerned, the price action is looking bullish right now. So it gave a Bank Nifty pivot buy setup also. Now I'll take out the option strategy builder and show out things to you. So first and foremost, let me just click on the option strategy builder part. By mistake, I went into the expert advice. Just click on strategy builder on sensible. That's the first thing you should be doing. Now, the next part you want to do is just click on build a new custom strategy. That is what I'm doing. Okay. So I told you 33,000 has a very good open interest and the premium is 110. But I myself am not comfortable in selling the 33,000 because it is only 800 points away. And as far as the markets are kind of concerned, we have a lot of news, all these things happening. So I'm not finding a comfort level in selling the 33,000. Rather, what I am interested in doing is I'll look out the strike that has good OI beneath it. So if you just scroll down, if you kind of actually scroll down a bit more on the option chain, so after 33,000, I see for myself 32,500 is also having a very good open interest. Okay. So I'll just take a safe stance. I'll sell the 32,400. So rather than going for 32,500, I'll sell the 32,400. So that is like from the current price, it is around 1,000 points, right? More than 1,000. It's like 1,300, 1,400 points away from the current price. I'll sell this in 5 quantity. It's taking some time to load. I think something is wrong with my network. I'll sell this in 5 quantity. Let me just make it 5. Now, I have actually sold 32,400 in 5 quantity. Now I'll definitely have to do some hedging for this for margin benefits. So I'll do that next. Just loading. Just give me just pop up with this slow speed. Yeah. So we have first of all, like we have added to our screen what we have actually sold at 32,400. Now I'll kind of actually consider buying hedges for 10 rupee. So I'll take the round strike 31,000. This I'll buy. It's a mistake. Let me just go ahead and buy this once again in 5 quantity. So now you see for yourself the max profit that I could potentially take is like 4.6k, and the max loss that I'm going to take is going to be 1.7 lakh. So do you think it is going to be worth doing this? You think for yourself it is going to be worth doing this in this
No, sir.
particular case? So I personally don't think so. It is actually going to be worth it to do this particular thing with such a high risk. Okay. So alongside with whatsoever we have actually solved, now what we are going to do is we are going to buy one out of the money option for 100 rupees. So we'll buy the 33,000 put option and see for ourselves how for the payoff is. So now what I'm just realizing is in this particular case, the payoff actually gets better. But just realize for yourself if the market goes violently bearish, that is, if the market manages to fall below 32,200. So if the market manages to fall below 32,200, 240, I'll start getting into loss. But what is that support level for Bank Nifty? So what is that support level for Bank Nifty? 32,200, right? So do you think tomorrow straight away market can fall below 32,000? So what do you think? Tell your perspective, guys. Don't agree with whatever I said. Just feel free to speak up. So do you think markets can go below 32,200 for tomorrow? Just feel free to unmute yourself. So tomorrow, straight away, do you think market can actually go for a big slide that it manages to go below 32,200?
No, sir.
Just feel free to. Okay. Sorry. I'm really sorry. Yeah, please speak up. You are saying something.
No, sir. It will can't.
So I personally think it can't. Okay, I personally feel for myself that tomorrow straight away markets can't actually go for a big slide and it can't manage to go below 30 to 200 straight away. That is my personal perception. Okay, so if I want, can I do the spread then? So my maximum loss is shown as 1.23 lakh. But that is actually possible only if there is a very huge gap down opening and market manages to fall below this. That I personally don't think is going to happen for tomorrow, considering what all is there. I personally don't think such a big gap down can't be expected is what I feel. Okay, so that for that market should break this low also. And one more thing is there. So when will I take this max loss? So will I take this max loss straight away like that? No. I'll take this loss only if I'm waiting till expiry. So that I personally won't be doing. I won't be waiting till expiry to take the max loss. And even if market is to slide tomorrow, if it is gradually sliding, somehow I'll have manage to make some profits. If gradually it is sliding, okay, because we know that this is the point where we're going to generate our max profits. Okay. So let me ask you a question. Should we do it on the bullish side also? So this is the bearish thing I did. So I have shown you the bearish side. So may I ask you, should I do for the bullish side also? So same thing, should we do the other side, other way around? What do you feel about it? Just let me know. So is there someone who feels markets can't be so bullish also for tomorrow? As per the data is looking bullish. So is there someone who feels that we should do also for the bullish side? If yes, tell me yes. Just unmute yourself and speak up. Just feel free to unmute yourself, guys. If you feel, yeah, there is a potential that markets could kind of likely go bullish, just mention that. Or if you feel markets can't potentially go so bullish, just mention out that also. Just feel free to answer. Just open. So why are we getting no answers? Are you guys not able to follow? So for those of you who are completely fresh to option, just getting started, I haven't discussed all these things for you. But then for the other people who are already have attended the sessions on this concept, this will be familiar. So anyone? So anyone who feels that we should also do this for the bullish side, rather than just going for the put side, we should also sell call option. Just tell me. Anyone who feels that we should also be selling the call option side, just let me know. What do you feel about it? So is there someone who feels that way, that we should also be selling the call options and not just the put options? Try speaking, guys. Just don't keep so silent. Just speak up. Okay. So I'll tell you my personal perception. Okay. I personally feel if Bank Nifty is to rise or if Bank Nifty is to kind of actually pick up, it could potentially face or it could potentially find some sort of a rejection from the 34,200 marks. Okay. I personally think that 34,200 marks, that is also acting as a bull trap levels for Bank Nifty, could hold as a good resistance point. So can I sell a call option at 34,200 that way? That is the case. Can I sell a call option at 34,200? What do you feel about it? Shall I sell at 34,200? So I won't sell at 34,200. Rather, what I'll be interested in doing is I'll just move a bit more far away and I'll consider selling the 34,500 call option. 34,500 has a good premium of, sorry, not 34,500. I'll sell 35,000. Okay, 35,000 has a premium of 30 rupee and it has a range of 1,200 points also. So one strike again will go outside because the strike 35,000, so it will definitely act as a resistance. So I'll go ahead and sell the 35,100. 35,100, I'll click sell. I'll just click on 5. So 5 lots will go. And to protect this, we'll once again buy a 5 rupee hedge. Okay, so 36,000 will buy 5 lots here also. So this is how our payoff would change to now. Now, if at all 34,000 levels can get broken, as I mentioned, like there could be some sort of a good bullishness that is being anticipated in the market. Okay, that is if 34,000 levels, 34,200 levels are kind of getting broken, market could potentially go pretty good bullish, okay, pretty high bullish. So I will consider buying the 34,500 call in that case. And we'll just make something like a butterfly once again. Or the Batman, you guys call it. Okay, so this is how a payoff would look like. So how much is the profit that I'm going to make on the expiry date if it is settling here? It is going to be around like a 1.8k. Okay, it's going to be around 1.8 lakh, 1.8 thousand rupees profit that I myself would be making if market settles over here. On the other hand side, if the market is actually settling somewhere near the borders, okay, so our profit would definitely be much higher. The market managed to settle somewhere a bit more farther from this particular region. That is somewhere near the upper break even or somewhere near the lower break even. So I myself feel that this 32,200 to 35,200 is like a 3,000 point range for Bank Nifty. 3,000 point range for Bank Nifty. That is pretty good enough for tomorrow's expiry. That we have 3,000 plus or like upside and downside together 3,000 point. That is plus or minus 1,400, 1,500 points from the spot price. So plus or minus 1,500, I personally feel that is good enough a range for Bank Nifty. Now you see the max loss on the upside is less. It is because of the fact my view is kind of slightly bullish, but I really don't think we're going to have a big gap up or something. I personally feel within this 1,500 points itself, we are going to open up. So can I go ahead and do this? What do you feel about it? So what do you feel? Just let me know through the chat box. And tomorrow I'll be trading the markets actively. So if market is going bullish beyond that, then I'll take care of it tomorrow. During market hours, I'll just take it. So can we go ahead and deploy this case? What do you feel about it? Just let me know through the chat box. Okay. Not really market can gap up. So I don't think market can, maybe it can gap up, but I seriously don't think it won't gap up a lot. Okay. I personally don't think that it is going to gap up a lot. Now, I feel for myself, even if it is to go bullish or bearish, we'll still have some time to manage the positions. So I'll just show you. So over here, the margin funds needed for this particular position is shown 2.9 lakhs. Okay. I'll kind of actually quickly show you. Now, someone who is actually want to do it on 4 lot basis, that can also be done. Somebody who wants to do it on 4 lot, I'll just show you how it goes. With 4 lots also, this can be done. So in the case of 4 lots, the thing is that your margin requirement or your funds needed would kind of come down to 2.2 lakhs, and your max profit at this particular strike price, that is on expiry, if market settles over here, your profit would be just like a 500 rupee. Okay, so that is the only case. Now, if somebody wants to make it 3, and that way also this can be done. So this can be done in this ratio. So I'll just quickly show you that. This all. So if somebody wants to do it like this, that can also be done. So here, your expiry date profit would be like 800 rupee on 1 lot. Okay, 800 rupee is going to be a profit on 1 lot. Your max profit would be given to you at these break evens, nearby the break even point. So in this case, also your margin requirement is coming to 2.3. So I'll go with the 5 lot one. I think that will suit me. Okay, so in this particular situation, if market settles over here, I'm going to make a profit of 2.2k. So as far as 2k profit on 2.9 lakhs is kind of concerned, is going to be almost a 0.7 percentage. Okay, so 0.7 percentage is going to be the return that you're going to get, the capital that you're deploying. But as far as the assurance to this is kind of concerned, the probability is pretty high. So that is the only reason that this is being done. So I'll just quickly show you how I can actually straight away take a trade on this from Sensible. So just click on trade. And this is linked with one of our Seroda accounts, and straight away the trade basically passes through. So this is how it basically goes. So it's shown limit price. Okay. So let's kind of actually go ahead and place all the orders at the market price itself. So I'll just show you how it comes up on the Seroda account. Let's see if some error or something is there. So it is not at all recommended to place orders through Sensible, but since it is just a very small size that we are doing, that is why I showed you. Okay. It's always better that you kind of create a basket in Seroda and then you place an order. So here, some of you guys had actually asked me that how to place an order straight away from Sensible. I'll quickly show you the issues that we are facing now. Okay, so first and foremost, just realize for yourself some of our orders has been rejected. So executed orders are only 3 in number now. Okay, so what happens to the other orders? Let's see what has happened with the other order. So trade is pending. Make sure that the order is complete. So these orders has not even got passed through. So I'll just place it. Okay, I think now it is getting placed. So this order is still shown pending. Okay, So I guess this is still pending. Zeroda, no trans, no, okay. Okay, I won't be using sensible place orders again. So how many legs should we be having? Because how many orders should be there? Six. Six positions should be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So are we in the trade right now, guys? What do you feel? Are we in the trade? So 125, 125, 125, 125, 34, 500. We have what? 33,000. Put. We have what? So yeah, we are in the position right now, and I can actually, I don't know, this is too slow. So never place order straight away from sensible. Just wanted to show you how it goes. Okay. So now this I can actually just save. I can just right click over here and I can just click on save. And I'll just share this with you for your reference. Okay. For your reference purpose, I'll be sharing this with you. So you can give a name to the strategy. So let's give a name. 9th March. Okay. And if I want, I can just share it with you also. So I'm just sharing it on my personal levels for you to just check it out. Okay. So that is how you punch an order. That is how you kind of actually take or you place an order through Sensible. But I personally won't recommend you doing it. As you can see, the delay that has been caused for these things. So I myself won't recommend you to place an order through Sensible. Okay. So you saw there is a lag. So rather, what would be a better option is you just kind of come to the baskets, click on new basket. Okay. Just name the basket. So for example, tomorrow's expiry, which is the 10th March. Okay. 10th March expiry. And let's manually learn. Learn to do this manually. Okay. So how to do this? Just kind of actually just try doing it manually rather than going with the help of Sensible. So I'll just show you that. So first and foremost, you need to add all the legs. That is whatever you did in Sensible Strategy Builder, whatever you had actually added it up over there. So here also one by one, you will have to add it to the basket. Okay, so let's see how to do that. Too hot. Guys, like, are you able to hear me? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. So let's start always. So keep this point in your mind. So you on strategy builder and Sensible, you must have actually added it to the strategy builder, all the slides. Okay. I request you, whenever you are adding, always you place the buy legs first. So rather though, I think sometimes there can be an error. Okay. But let's always add the buy leg and just do 34,500. The nearby strike that we are kind of actually buying. Let's add the 34,500 call first. Okay. So this should be one lot, right? I'll just place it at the as market only now, 34,500. Now the next one in single lot that we should have been bought, should be buying is 33,000 put option. See, I'm looking into the strikes and telling, okay, so don't think that I remember all these things by heart. Obviously, you had to look into the strikes and remember. So these two are the first two legs that we had to place. So followed by that, let's go with the sell legs. So 35,100 call option is what we decided to sell. 35,100 call option. So let's click on 35,100 call option. Let's click on sell. Okay, and 35,100, we should be selling it in 125 quantity. So let me just add that 35,100 call option. So here also market order is what we used. So the next thing we should be selling the 32,400 put option. 32,400 put option. Once again, here also 125 quantity. This also should be sold, not bought. So let me just add that too. Now we had to buy the hedges for whatsoever we are kind of actually selling. Okay, so for 35,100 call option that we are selling, we had decided to buy the 36,000 call option. So let's buy the 36,000 call. 36,000 call. So there could be a difficulty in buying this 36,000 call. Why? Because Zerodha doesn't let you buy OTM options. Par OTM Zerodha usually doesn't let you buy. But let's see this time how it goes. So put option side, when we are selling, when we are personally selling the 32,400 put option, so we have decided for ourselves that we are going to buy the 31,000 put option. So let's see how it goes. 31,000 put option will be buying. So this too in 125 quantity. Let me just place the buy. So I have everything out over here listed. Now margin requirement, how much is the margin that is going to be required for me to take this particular trade, that is also mentioned out over here. Okay, so if I just click on execute, it should basically go through. Let me just go and see. Okay, so there was one order that was actually rejected, but there's not a big error, I would say. Let me just click on execute now and it should pass through and done. So which is easier? So which is going to be an easier platform for you to place the trades? So is it going to be you placing an order through Sensible or straight away on Zerodha? So Sensible, definitely. They are kind of actually bringing in many new advancements in their technology. But as far as I'm personally kind of actually concerned, I feel if you're trading on Zerodha, straight away punching orders on Zerodha itself is going to be more easier for you. Any chance to gap up tomorrow? See, I can't say anything now. So I told you what my perspective is, and based on that, I have actually shown you what strategy I personally have done for myself too. So we have already did this for ourselves. So we got a better, bit more better premiums also. Okay, so we have got a bit more better premiums too when we entered. Okay, so this is the spread that we have actually in plan for tomorrow, and this is actually as per the plan that we have learned. So if your view is bearish, you do only for the put side. If your view is bearish, you do only for the call side. In this particular case, I just wanted to mention our view is like more or less like neutral, that we are going to get a 1,500 point on the upside and on the downside. That is why this has been done. So I personally have shared the link with you, so you can actually just see it for yourself. Okay, I have shared it on Discord. What adjustment if 16,500 CE solved? Okay, you have solved the 16,500 CE, and right now Nifty is trading at 16,500. Man, like I would say there is, don't think about adjustment. You exit, you book your loss and come out, because market is highly bullish. I don't know why you sold 16,500 call. Okay, so there is like no scope of much adjustment, I would say, because market is already at 16,400. So if you're continuing to have a bullish stance, just exit, book the loss and come out of the position. Or else what you should do is at 16,500, so 16,500 would definitely act as a significant level. So at 16,500, you consider checking out for long positions on Nifty. You create fresh long positions in Nifty at 16,500. That is one more thing that could be considered being done. Okay, so apart from that, my view is this. This is what I have done. So I hope all of you get what I'm trying to convey. Any questions? Any questions, anyone? So, so this is how you do a spread on Zerodha. And as I mentioned to you, straight away doing it on Zerodha is going to be easier. Okay, it's going to be easier for you. Okay, so let's see how it goes. So we have like a pretty good range on the downside as well as on the upside. So if something has to be done, I'll be telling you when I'll be exiting, why I'm exiting, etc., etc. I'll mention out to you guys. Okay. So if market settles exactly over here, which has a very high likelihood, I'll be getting a profit of 2K, 1.8K. If market goes bullish and settles somewhere here, or goes bearish and settles somewhere here, I'll make more profits. That's it. So anyone, any questions, feel free to ask me. Anyone, any questions? So this is what I have done for the week. A weekly expiry, that is tomorrow's expiry. Anyone, any questions? Any questions, guys? Anything you'd like to ask? Okay, so that's it. no questions we are getting. So I guess I can just wind up, and I'll mention out when I'll be exiting this, when I why I'm exiting it, everything I'll just mention. Okay. For option weeks, so in this particular case, there is nothing to do with option week. In this particular case, all that we had just looked into is a range. So how much range you're getting, as simple as that. So I feel for myself, Bank Nifty could settle above 32,000, and I feel for myself, Bank Nifty is going to settle below 35,200. That's it. 35,000 is a very good level. 32,000 is also a very, very good level. So I feel Bank Nifty would settle above 32,000 and below 35,000. That's why this was done, as simple as that. Okay. So any other queries, anyone? Yeah. Nitin. Sure. So I'll add it. Don't worry. Yeah, I haven't forgot. We haven't had any batch that does it, did it. So we'll add it. Okay. So yes, guys. So have a great day. From this winding up for now, and is leaving for lunch. So only if market goes really bullish or bearish, as I mentioned to you, we still have a very wide range. Okay. So if market goes really bullish or bearish, obviously I'll be kind of taking some direction decisions. Okay. So but if it goes extremely bullish or extremely bearish, I'll book the loss and come. But I won't wait for the max loss. That's it. Okay. So thank you all. Have a great day. We will catch up. Thank you.